In this video, we will continue to explore widgets and other features of your dashboard in AMT Direct. We'll cover adding, removing, and rearranging widgets, the Quick Note Entry widget, the Global Search tool, and the navigation tree. At the end of this video, you will be able to add, remove, and rearrange the widgets on your dashboard, add and edit a note using the Quick Note Entry widget, perform a search using the Global Search tool, use the navigation tree to find documents, spaces, and leases linked to a property, and set a default view for the navigation tree. Let's get started. Remember, the widgets on your AMT Direct dashboard are designed to make your experience in the system as efficient as possible. So, you can rearrange your widgets to your liking, remove any that you don't need, and add any that are not there that you do need. Any changes you make to your widgets won't apply to anyone else at your organization. Your widgets are just for you. To rearrange the widgets on your dashboard, put your mouse over the header of the widget, click and hold down the mouse button as you drag the widget and drop it into another space. To remove a widget from your dashboard, click the X in the header of the widget. When you remove a widget from the dashboard, any customizations in that widget will be retained, so that if you add it back in the future, all of your selections will still be there. To add a widget to your dashboard, hover over the silhouette icon in the top right corner of the screen and click Configure Dashboard. Click the blue hyperlinked Add button for the widget you want. If Add is grayed out, that means you already have the maximum number available of that widget on your dashboard. I'm going to click Add for the Quick Note Entry widget, which we'll talk about next. When you've clicked Add for the widgets you want, click OK, and the dashboard will refresh to show the widgets added. So now you can see that we have the Quick Note Entry widget that we did not have before. Let's take a look. The Quick Note Entry widget conveniently allows you to view and search notes, edit existing notes, or even add some types of new notes directly on the dashboard without needing to navigate to the property or lease within the system. The types of existing notes you can edit in the widget are notes about properties, leases, recurring charges, options, and non-financial clauses. The types of new notes you can add are notes about properties and leases. Note that the ability to add or edit notes is based on your security permissions. This particular widget can be popped out into its own window by clicking the pop-out icon. Best practice is to pop out this widget for a full screen view, making it easier to view the notes. Let's first look at how to add a brand new note. First, we'll select a note type from the drop-down. Remember, you can only add brand new property and lease notes from this widget, so we need to choose one of these two. Let's say, for example, we needed to add a note that we abstracted a lease amendment rather than the original lease document because the original is missing. Click Add New to add a new note and a new line item appears. Column headers with a red asterisk are required. The second column, lease name, is grayed out because we can't just search for a lease first. We need to select a specific location or property first. So we'll make that selection from the drop-down. Then we're shown only leases that are linked to that location, and we can select our lease. The lease status and expiration date are grayed out, but they will be auto-populated once we save and refresh based on the lease we selected. Lease note type and lease note status are optional fields. Select the date, enter the note in the lease note field, and click the check mark to save. To edit an existing note, simply click on the line item, make any changes needed, and click the check mark to save. Another great functionality of the Quick Note Entry widget is that the columns can be filtered by clicking the funnel icon, entering the desired criteria, and clicking Filter. Columns can be sorted by clicking on the name of the column. Once you have the list sorted and filtered to your liking, you can export it as a PDF, Excel, or CSV file using the icons in the top right corner. Note that the exported list will look the way you have it sorted and filtered on the screen. So the Quick Note Entry widget can be very useful. Back on your dashboard, there are two search methods that will help you quickly navigate your portfolio. The first search method is the Global Search tool. Global Search is great if you're not sure exactly what you're looking for, because you can enter a broad search term, such as a keyword or even a number, and the Global Search searches across leases, properties, contacts, non-financial clauses, and documents. To use the Global Search, click on Search in the top right-hand corner of the page. If you want, you can select a specific search category from the drop-down, but we're going to leave Global selected to search across all the categories. Enter your search term and click Search. On the Global Search Results page, our results are grouped together based on the search category. Each search category is hyperlinked at the top of the page, and clicking on it will take you to that section of the page. Clicking on the blue hyperlink for a lease name or property name will take you to the detailed lease or property information page. Clicking the hyperlink for a document name will open up the document. Finally, if a search category had too many results for them all to be listed on this page, you could click on the hyperlink for the total number of results, and you will be taken to the search results page just for that category, where you can filter the results further using the funnel icon, sort the results by clicking on the name of a column, and export the results list with any sorting or filtering you have applied using the buttons in the top right corner. The other search method available to you is the navigation tree. If you don't see the navigation tree at first, it may just be auto-hidden. Just hover your mouse over the navigation tree tab on the left edge of the screen and click the pin icon in the navigation tree header to dock it or make it stick to your dashboard. The navigation tree segments and organizes properties, spaces, leases, and documents into client-defined grouping structures. Groupings organize like entities, making it easy to navigate to specific properties or leases, and the navigation tree gives you a visual of how your portfolio is organized. For more information on creating grouping structures, check out the Groupings Management User Guide located in the Knowledge Center. Using the navigation tree, you can view your portfolio based on any of the 8 location or property level grouping types, or any of the 6 lease level grouping types. To view your portfolio based on property groupings, select the Properties tab. Right now, I'm viewing this portfolio based on the asset type grouping, and below, my sections are the different categories of ownership: owned, leased, or owned leased. Using the grouping dropdown, I can choose to view a different grouping. If I choose region, now my properties are organized based on their region: east, north, south, and west. Under the grouping dropdown, there are filters for you to narrow your search if needed. If you select any filters, click Apply to refresh the navigation tree, and Reset to remove any filters. Within the navigation tree, you can drill down into your portfolio by clicking the plus sign to expand a section. When I expand the grouping type, I can see all properties in this region, and when I expand the property, I can see documents and invoices related to the property itself, spaces on the property, and any leases linked to the property, as well as documents and invoices related to the lease. Double-clicking on a property or lease in the navigation tree will open up the detailed property or lease information page. Additionally, you can right-click on a property or lease for options on adding information to it straight from the navigation tree. To view your portfolio based on lease groupings instead of property groupings, select the Leases tab. You have the same functionality at the top. There is an extra drop-down allowing you to specify equipment versus real estate leases. And then there is the grouping drop-down for you to choose what grouping type you want to view, and filters to narrow your search. In the lease level grouping view, you can drill down straight to leases, bypassing the property. Note that leases with red arrows are expense leases, income leases would have green arrows, and intercompany leases would have both red and green arrows. If there is a certain view you like, you can make it your default view. For example, right now we are looking at leases grouped by contract term, and I want the navigation tree to show me this every time I log in. I can click the Default View checkbox to retain this view. To review, widgets can be rearranged by dragging and dropping them on the dashboard, and you can add widgets by hovering over the silhouette icon and selecting Configure Dashboard. The Quick Note Entry widget allows you to view and edit all note types and add new property and lease notes right from your dashboard. The Global Search performs a keyword search across all leases, properties, contacts, non-financial clauses, and documents. The navigation tree allows you to view your properties and leases based on client-defined groupings. You can drill down to view and add to your entities, and you can make the view you like the best your default view. This concludes Dashboard Widgets Continued. Great work!